I didn't write an intro. I knew I was fucking forgetting something. What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3VO, where we are all on the same team. I'm one of your hosts, Brendan.
And I'm the one wearing crushed velvet, Jordan.
And if you're new here, we are just two big old nerds who love to dress up and share our love of video games. So if you two are a fancy dresser and a lover of video games, then this is the podcast for you. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Pokémon Legends Arceus game that has come out, and we're going to be providing Jordan with a thorough Pokémon education that he oh so desperately needs. But first, as always, it's time to check in. Jordan, how's it going?
It's true. I have not actively paid attention to Pokemon since I was 9.
Oh my gosh.
So, that was like 60 years ago, something like that.
60?
I look pretty good for 78. Anyway. No, it was a while ago since I've paid attention to Pokemon. But no, I've been doing good. This is now post-wedding. You're now married, off the market officially. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was there. I was in the wedding party. Gotta say, bizarre way for me to find out that you're fucking our editor. I was just like, whoa. Okay.
Well, we had been wanting to tell you for a long time.
No, I know, and I spent like the last year going like, why did he fucking hire this guy? Like, what is this? And then he comes down the aisle with you, and I was just like, oh, that explains it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We thought that the best way to tell you would be to have a whole wedding.
Just to do the whole wedding to let me know.
Yeah, absolutely.
A wedding just to let me know that this is what's
really
happening.
The only reason we got married was to let you know.
I would believe that there is some like weird business thing that some people have had to do some stupid bullshit like that to inform their boss that like as employees they're like in a relationship. They had to invite them to their fucking wedding or some stupid shit.
So ostentatious. Yeah.
Also, Garrett, whatever shit you just did to me in editing, I deserve it. And I recognize that. No, been doing good. Kind of been a little bit of a weird patch for gaming lately for me.
Yeah.
Just like, I've just been like, still on the kick of like trying to get through like some stuff that like I haven't beaten or played through all the way. Beat Halo Infinite.
Okay, nice.
Which was, it was cool. It's definitely not my favorite of the Halo franchise.
Okay.
The open world mechanic that it kind of has to it is really cool, but the storyline is just it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's all right.
Hasn't that kind of been the way with Halo in the past?
It's been that way for a bit. There have been like Halo games that as far as like actual like plot and story goes have kind of been like a little hit or miss in moments, but overall like I'd say all the way through Halo 1 all the way to Halo Reach, it's been, for me anyway personally, it's been pretty solid. It's been the subsequent trilogy that's been 4, 5, and now 6. That is, it's just you're kind of feeling like the new. Well, they had to switch over in company too. Like it was Bungie, now it's 343 Industries.
Okay,
they're really good, and it's the team they've been working on Halo since the Bungie days and shit. But it's just I kind of feel like that with the original plan of them just kind of going like we want a trilogy and then some like offshoot games to come out, and now trying to make another trilogy that involves the Master Chief. After it already felt like his story kind of got told, it does just, I don't know, it just feels kind of, it just feels a little off at times.
Does it feel like they're kind of beating a dead horse?
Oh, yes and no, because I think there are more stories to tell in the Halo universe. I just don't think they have to be directly related to the Master Chief.
Well, that's what I mean. Specifically with like Master Chief.
With Master Chief, yeah. And I love the Master Chief, and they actually do some really cool, interesting stuff with the character in it. Mm-hmm. It's just that like the story itself is like not as like solid. It feels like they're kind of discovering it as they kind of go along, and it feels a little messy in that sense, if that makes sense.
I see. I have no experience with Halo, so...
Which, again, is not true. We used to play Halo.
Well, okay, but like with the storyline, I mean.
With the storyline, yes.
I couldn't tell you a thing about any of the characters or the lore or anything.
Fair enough. Gotcha.
Yeah. I've played, multiplayer with you.
Yeah. Other than that, though, I do want to mention something at the top here. Normally... I talk about like I have a history of like talking about certain controversies that's happening.
And
like
real world events and stuff.
Real world events and whatnot.
Yeah.
Shit's kind of dark.
Yeah, it's kind of bleak right now.
So I want to take a minute to highlight something in gaming that I witnessed that's actually a positive.
I love that. Yeah. Tell me more.
Anyone knows me knows I'm a fan of the Game Grumps, which are a YouTube channel.
You are?
I really, really am.
Really?
I love those guys.
I had no idea.
They're fantastic.
This is news to me.
Yeah, and I'm watching them go through a gameplay of this ridiculous fucking game called Danganronpa. It's either Danganronpa or Trigger Happy Havoc TV. It's both titles are in it, so I don't know which one's like the main title, and they're both represented as like the title of the game, so I don't fucking know.
Okay.
It's like if it's like take Phoenix Wright and put all the creators on acid. Like that's what Danganronpa is. It's just it's insane. It's absolutely batshit. And there was a section in the game in which that there was something revealed about a character, and that like the idea was that they weren't necessarily the gender that they were presenting in the game. And the game itself did a really, really sloppy job of kind of handling like gender identity. The game's old. That's not a good excuse, but the game is old.
Okay.
So like some of this stuff wasn't as like prevalent in like a lexicon in terms of like how we talked about it.
Yeah.
But Aaron Hansen of the Game Grumps took time to stop and talk about how they were addressing the character, and he was just like, the way that they were handling it in the game, I wasn't sure if the character was transgender or they were just like, or they were male but presenting female, and that's how they want to be. So I just started calling them they. Hopefully we didn't offend anybody, and if we did, I'm sorry. We were doing the best that we could to kind of stumble through it.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see someone just like take a moment to be like, listen, we're trying our best. We're really trying not to like.
Right.
So the representation here is really bad, but we're trying to like.
We're trying to like make the best out of this.
Out of this bad situation as we can. It was just cool to see someone like address it and be like, "Here's what we did. We're sorry if this bothered anybody. Was not our intent. We didn't know that this was going to happen." So.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's really good and mature. And the right thing.
Exactly. It's one of those things where it's like it feels weird to say because it is like that's. It's kind of one of those, like, it's the bare minimum things. Like, that's something you should just address. It doesn't necessarily deserve to get celebrated, but in an environment that is pretty toxic, especially with those issues, I think it's kind of nice to point out when, like, people are trying their best to, like, you know, address problematic situations like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot cheerier than a lot of the...
Normally, I'm not exactly bringing the cheers, but, you know, the climate right now...
Yeah, the climate...
I don't think I need to come in and be a downer on this episode.
No, I think that this episode and maybe future episodes should be very, very positive and like an escape from that.
It should be.
You know, and not that we want to shy away from talking about that stuff.
And if there's something that comes up within, I will, if there's something comes up that is like particularly, I'll try to stick to it like with like gaming culture and the community and whatnot. Right. Rather than talking about things on the outside of that.
Right, because everybody gets enough of that.
Everybody gets enough of that.
Plenty of that without us helping.
Yeah. And without saying it, I think that if you watch our show, you should kind of know where we stand on a lot of things happening right now. I think that should be evident at this point. So I don't think we need to tell you where we sit on these things.
To be fair, most everybody feels pretty much the same about what's happening right
now. For the most part, it seems like it. This kind of sadly seems like it's the unifying thing right now. Just like, oh no, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, except for that specific foreign government, everybody else is kind of like, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Which is great. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah. And then other than that, as far as myself in gaming goes, I also have been trying to the Hitman trilogy. The most recent revamp of the Hitman trilogy is it's free on Game Pass, and I was just like, I should play those games. Those are kind of like a solid like staple in like gaming pop culture, as it were. So I should try getting through those. I want to tear my goddamn hair out.
Difficult.
Very difficult. Very fun. Very well made. But it's just, I'm playing it on the fucking easiest mode, and I'm in like the last 2 missions of the game, and I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to do.
What's the like format? What's the like elevator pitch for this game?
You are a hired hitman sent in to accomplish a task. You pretty much go in there with almost no real equipment and no like basic knowledge of what's happening. You kind of have to improv your way through figuring out how to get this task done.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Does it play like a Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, or
it's different? Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell is very like you are infiltrating an area. In this one, it's like you are the idea. You could do it that way, but in this one, the more vibe is like disguises and sneaking around and like infiltration and like trying to get out, trying to do what the main goal of a Hitman game is to get in and get out without it looking like that you were there.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's like it's not necessarily like get a guy alone in the room and shoot him in the head. It's more like set up 120 different things. So this guy steps into a puddle that has a live wire running through it, and he gets electroshocked, and everyone's like, "What happened?" And you just disappear in the background.
Whoa.
It's kind of the idea for it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like a complicated game.
It can get really, really fucking complicated.
You're setting up like a Rube Goldberg device to like kill this guy.
Like fucking sincerely. I ran around for 20 minutes just trying to get... I put something in a guy's drink that made him shit himself so I could follow him into a bathroom in order to kill him, and then I shoved him in a closet. Like, it was a whole, like...
It's a whole...
it was a whole thing. Yeah.
Is it set up in such a way that there's like one, like, perfect solution, or is it like, you could do whatever you want, sandboxy?
It's pretty sandboxy.
Interesting.
In terms of the game gives you a ton of options of what you could do, and gives you the ability to, like, run around and discover the different ways to get through it and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part, it's... If you can walk in, see the guy you're supposed to kill, shoot him in the head, and just try to run out while people are shooting at you. You can totally do that if you want. It's going to be a bitch.
So this kind of plays like 12 minutes is what I'm hearing.
Kind of. Yeah. A little bit. Except I would say 12 minutes ultimately is a little bit more linear in its path.
Of course.
But yeah.
But like in that you can do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And you're discovering it as you go. Very interesting.
Exactly. What about you? How you been?
I've been good. I very much enjoyed the wedding, of course.
It was such a good wedding. I just want to say it was such a lovely wedding.
Thank you. That was my goal.
I cried like the whole time.
Aw, good. No. I wanted to have a really good, fun, casual wedding that everybody would like look back on and go like, wow, I had a lot of fun. And it wasn't stressful, and I didn't hate the thing I was wearing, and all of that.
Yeah.
And or they like put a whole bunch of money towards it or whatever, so that was nice because I think I executed that pretty dang well.
The big thing, I've been in other wedding parties, and for those other people whose wedding parties I was in, please know I still love you. But not having to pay a couple $100s for a suit that I don't get to fucking keep is nice.
Yeah.
And I still have that vest and the shirt and the pants, and I'm still going to use all that shit at some point. So that's still nice to me.
Yeah. And that was my goal. I was like, gents, wear a white shirt. I'm sure you have one. Wear some jeans. Get some new ones if you need them. But you probably have those too. Yeah. And this vest, and that was my goal.
I actually did not have a white shirt.
Oh, didn't you? Oh, well.
I'm limited on button-ups right now. I did like an overhaul on my closet, which is part of where the jacket came from. Was just like, new style, throw everything out. So a lot of my buttoned ups did not make the cut.
Okay. Well, but anyways, my goal was to keep it pretty simple for everybody, and the ladies too. I said you can get whatever cut of dress that you want as long as it's this color. Because I wanted everybody to get something that they liked and were comfortable in and would maybe wear again. Yeah. And I think everybody looked great.
The dresses were great in particular. I loved how the dresses looked on everybody. Like the guys looked good too, but just like it was really nice to see like it wasn't just uniform on that side as far as like the cut and stuff goes. And you don't always get that in a wedding, which I thought was nice.
Yeah. And the venue was great. They took care of everything.
The venue was so cool. Oh my god, those people were the best.
Yeah.
Those people were the fucking best. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember where we were at, but just like if you've got the money for it, it's a good spot.
And even if you don't have the money for it.
Well, I mean,
cries in debt.
Oh man.
It's fine. But then our subsequent honeymoon was really, really great. Mexico was really, really great. We didn't get COVID, which was also really, really great.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was all excellent. And sorry for being away for so long.
Yes.
Everybody out there. But
some stuff happened. We were planning to come back a little bit sooner. I had a COVID scare. Everything was fine, ended up not happening, but just I was put at risk, and it just like the possibilities were there. So I was just like, I don't want to get anybody else sick who I don't need to. I did the best to isolate in my house away from everybody else just to be on the safe side. So it was just like,
well, how dare you get a COVID scare working at a hospital?
How dare
you?
I know.
What were you thinking?
I know. I don't even know if it was from the hospital. I don't remember where I got the fucking freak out from anymore.
Oh.
I like completely blocked it out of my memory.
A lot has happened since then.
It's true though.
But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and then just like we had a discussion recently about like how we want things to move forward with the channel and the podcast and stuff like that. So I don't know if I want to talk about that right now.
But... what a perfect segue, because it's exactly what I want to talk
about.
Oh,
perfect. Okay.
So the Patreon is set up for the channel.
Yes.
It's not live yet, but it's set up.
It is
so
there.
It's gonna be happening soon. Soon. And Also, tonight we are going to be, like, after we record this episode, we are going to be streaming for the first time. Which
I'm
is very exciting.
so excited.
It's very excited. We're not really, like, telling a lot of people because we kind of just want to get on there and kind of fuck around and make sure that we can do all of the mechanical things of streaming.
We're literally gonna post like last second before we go, just like, by the way, we're on Twitch.
Exactly. And that's completely on purpose. So if you missed it, don't feel like you're missing out or anything. Because we're really, this first night, we just want to kind of go up there with not a lot of eyes so that we can fuck around and
get through the bugs, figure stuff out.
Exactly, figure out what's going
feels.
on. Make sure that we know what we're doing. So that maybe by the next time that we stream, which might be a week from now, it's what our goal is, we could actually, like, promote it and say, like, come hang out with us, come see what we're doing. We're going to be streaming, and it'll actually look seamless and like that we're little professionals.
Do we want to talk about, like, how, like, we kind of would like our schedule for streaming to go
Yeah,
forward?
so we had talked about it, and this is all subject to change, because everything is subject to change. As always on the show. But on Monday nights when we record an episode, we're going to then spend some time streaming that night together in some capacity. And then since our recording schedule is every 2 weeks, the way that we'll handle that is we'll record together on a Monday night after we record an episode. The next Monday we wouldn't record, but one of us will stream on the channel by themselves. And then the following week, we would be together again, we'd record an episode, we would stream together, and then that fourth week would be the other person streaming on the channel, whoever didn't in the second week.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're looking at, things to look forward to.
Yeah. Basically, the idea is that every week there will be a 3VO stream of some kind.
And if it goes well and we have engagement, then maybe we'll start looking at streaming twice a week, you know? Doing other things. Again, all super preliminary, but...
Yeah.
We're the kind of people that we said, we're going to do a podcast. What are we doing? We don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, and then we're doing it, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And we've always been that way, so that's how we're doing this as well.
Pretty much.
Blind confidence.
Yeah. Head first, rush it in.
Yep. All right, so now that we've got all of those updates and, life updates out of the way, it's time to get into what we're really here to talk about, which is Pokémon Legends Arceus, which is the newest mainline Pokemon game that is out. Now, before we dive into that, I want to just kind of get a feeling from you about where you stand with your Pokemon experience. You mentioned that you haven't paid attention since you were 9.
To put it in context, I would say I haven't really paid attention since the original 150.
Okay. So since, like, the generation of Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Green in Japan and Pokemon Yellow.
Yes.
The first generation...
Yellow was the last thing I played other than, I think... Was the original Pokemon Snap before or after Yellow?
Would have been... after. It would have happened after, but it would have been the first generation.
Yeah. Okay. Then Then the original Pokemon Snap that came out was the last time I was like really paying attention to anything Pokemon related.
Did you play any Pokemon Stadium?
Nope. Nothing.
You've missed out.
I know. Yeah. I told you. There's been nothing since then.
Okay. So then what was your experience in that time?
In that time, it was a ton of time spent, particularly with the Game Boy games. I played... particularly, I was a fan of, I want to say, Pokemon Red.
Okay.
I was a really, really big fan of.
Okay.
And then Yellow when it came out for the Game Boy Color, because I was playing on the original brick. The big gray
Game Boy.
Yeah, the original big brick Game Boy was what I was playing, like Red and Blue on, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. And
you had both?
I'm pretty sure I had both. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. It's just I came home, my mom was like, here, and I was like, oh, cool. Like,
oh, wow.
And then did the card game for a while.
Okay, great.
Was never that into playing. I just like trading.
Yeah.
I was just really into trading.
Yeah.
But I was terrible at trading because I didn't give a shit about like holographics or rarities and whatnot. I just wanted the ones that I liked. It's just like I'll give you this for that Bulbasaur. Just like that's a holographic and Bulbasaur is nothing. I was like, yeah, but I like Bulbasaur. Just give it to me. It was terrible.
You made some collectors very happy.
For sure, absolutely. That was my brother to pull his fucking hair out because he was paying attention to like. So you just trade a card that could have been like $200, and I'm like, yeah, but look how cute Pikachu is.
I love that. I love that.
I was having fun. That's all I cared about.
Great. So then, okay, so you played Gen 1 and then it fell out of fashion for you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any particular reason, or
It was just something that like I had sort of like a passing interest in, but I kind of saw the level of dedication that other kids had to being like either the card games or just like the games or like the video games and whatnot, and I was just kind of like, that's a lot. Like, you guys are like going to tournaments and like investing time online to seeing like pricing on things and like what's more rare and what's less rare. I'm just like, this is too much for me. I'm just and eventually just kind of like it just kind of sizzled out for me where I was just like, all right, I'm good. Same thing with like when I played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sure.
Eventually I was just like, I don't want to keep track of this anymore.
Sure. I totally understand that. On the TCG side of things, what about the actual games?
The games, for some reason, just like it just never piqued my interest again. I don't know what happened. Yeah. I'll say there was definitely a point for a while where I was just like, Pokemon is kid shit. Who fucking plays Pokemon anymore?
Oh, okay.
There was a very douchey, like, judgmental side to it. I won't pretend like that wasn't it. And now, especially now, I'm just kind of like, I have just been so out of the loop that it would take me a lot to get back in.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Sense. So then, how do you feel about Pokemon right now?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess the same way that I feel about Mr. Pibb. I'm just like, I guess it's fine if people like it. It's just I don't think I'm gonna ever get back into it.
Understandable. So a little bit of like apathy.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Is that the right attitude to go into this discussion
for? But it's fine. No. It's fine. Hey, we can disagree about games.
Yeah, exactly.
We know this.
Yeah, we know. We did a whole episode on that.
That's fine. And honestly, if your experience with Pokemon kind of happened and then was like put down and like never revisited, I totally understand, because it would be, I don't know. I mean, it would be like, I don't know, falling in love with Barney again or something, right? It's like, that happened so long ago. It was something that happened. You weren't super interested in it at the time.
Yeah.
And then you walked away.
Yeah.
Now, I have the complete opposite experience.
Fair enough, yeah.
Complete opposite. So, I was playing Pokemon Blue on my Game Boy Color in 97, 98? That sounds about real. That sounds about right. 99, maybe?
I'd say more 99.
99.
Because 97, I was still just like... I go by where I was living in the country at the time, because I moved to Iowa at one point. In 97, I was still living in California. And I didn't start playing Pokemon really until I got to Iowa. So that was like 98, 99 when I started playing it. So
okay, that sounds about right then. 98, 99. I would have been like 6, 7. First generation.
Yeah.
And we got overloaded with Pokemon content. We had the games.
Yes.
We had the cards, and we had the anime.
I did watch the anime a lot when I was
younger. Did watch the anime.
Watched the crap out of the anime when I was younger.
Okay, yeah, me too. I had the VHS tapes, like, the first movie, I probably wore that VHS out, like...
Oh, God, the first movie is, like, a hard memory of just, like, oh, this is, like, real. Oh, okay, like, shit.
I love that.
It's a 9-year-old in a theater going, did Ash just die?
Yeah, it kind of went there.
Just traumatized, just crying.
The Pokemon movies go hard.
They do.
I love the Pokemon movies.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh God, and I haven't seen any of them past that one, but the solidified memory,
only the first one.
Just the first one. But the solidified memory in my brain is also just like, because there's that whole thing at the end where it's like Mewtwo creates like clones of the Pokemon that are there, and they start fighting each other.
Yes.
But Ash's Pikachu refuses to fight, so it's just a clone Pikachu just like slapping the other Pikachu and just like crying while he's hitting him, and I'm just like, again, 9 years old, just like, what is happening? I came to watch a goofy fucking kids movie about Pokemon.
It's serving you trauma.
Whoa! This got so real. That would have, to use your example again, just like it would have been like going back to watch Barney, and Barney comes out and just kind of like, Barney's got testicular cancer.
Oh
kids.
my God!
And you're like, Jesus Christ!
Oh.
Why are we going here?
But anyways, so yes, so we had a lot of Pokemon content, and I was 6,
Yeah.
and it was the hotness,
Yes.
it was what everybody was talking about. Everybody was trading cards, and of course we weren't allowed to, like, at school, because it was like gambling or whatever.
It was so weird the way they handled that shit.
But that just means that we did it more.
Yeah, exactly. It's just more quiet about it, that's all.
And we had Pokemon. I've had Pokemon in my life every year from then on.
Yeah.
Like, not a year or nary a month has gone by when I haven't thought about Pokemon,
Right.
Like,
Gotcha.
Like, and on some levels that's concerning, but on some levels that's kind of cool. So there are very few Pokemon games that I haven't actually played. Because I just love it so much. I don't know why. It's so... It's kind of escapism a little bit, because it's a world in which, like, the good guys always win.
Yeah.
The bad guys always lose.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
The justice always wins out.
And the lines are always very clearly drawn between, like, who's good and who's bad for the most part.
Right. But, like, good lessons can be learned,
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Like, I feel like a lot of, like, childhood lessons were taught through the Pokemon anime.
Oh, God, yes.
Especially that first generation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
but it's not like I was ever like that neighborhood kid who was like terrible to animals, but like a lot of early development for me is coming from like how Ash and Brock and Misty like treated their Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably has a lot to do with why both of us like animals so much. I mean, well, me at least.
Probably. Yeah. And just like at that time, I wanted a Charizard. Like I wanted a fucking Charizard as a kid.
yeah.
Like that was the one I wanted to like. if anything, only because that one episode that really when he first gets Charizard.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's the really sad thing where he finds the other trainer left his Charizard just like out in the rain. Charmander, excuse me, Christ, yeah. See, this is how out of the fucking loop I am. That's right. Charmander is the first evolution of Charizard. And
I mean, Charizard would be a cool Pokemon to have too, but I was thinking like Charizard's kind of a dick to Ash in the anime.
It's true. No, Charizard is a fucking asshole. Charmander is adorable little cutie pie.
Oh my god, that episode where like that trainer had left his Charmander out in the rain.
Just on the fucking rain.
And they were talking about like, oh yeah, if his tail goes out, he'll die.
He'll die.
Jesus.
Straight up, he will die.
Yeah. So all this to say, Pokemon has been a very intrinsic part of my life for ever. As far back as I can remember. Which means we've had a lot of years of games, some that were not so great. But I feel like they've gotten much, much, much better over time. Which just makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, Pokemon Blue, Red, the first generation, it's kind of a slog to get through.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think I got through Pokemon Blue, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, I know I at least beat Red and Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, I beat those.
Yeah.
Well, because it was the only games I was playing at the time too. So it was like that was as far as like video games went, that was all I had to focus on.
See, I was splitting my attention between Zelda games too at that point. So
yeah, again, like Pokemon was like the only like big Nintendo thing I was really paying attention to at that time. So.
Oh, okay, interesting. I was Nintendo's little bitch. I still am.
I was gonna say, what do you mean you were?
Yeah, no, I still am. Okay, so I want to talk about the old games.
Yes.
Kind of set the stage so that we can talk about Pokemon Legends Arceus, so that we can talk about how it's kind of diverged from the old format. So, here are the old games in a nutshell. You've got a really, really, really tried and true formula that Pokemon has been sticking to forever and the day.
Yeah.
No matter if it's Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Black and White or Pokemon X and Y, whatever, it's this formula. You start off in your village or town or whatever. You're called to adventure. It's time for you to go on your Pokemon adventure. You get a starter. You go out. You fight Pokemon. You catch Pokemon. You train them up. You go get badges so that you can be in the Pokemon League. You stop the bad guys along the way that are trying to, like, steal everybody's Pokemon and or end the world. You quash that.
Yeah.
You go become the Pokemon champion. You go find the legendary Pokemon in your game, and you've done it. There you go. You've completed the game.
Done.
And that is the formula. That is what every Pokemon game has been since Pokemon Red, Blue, first generation.
Yeah.
Pokemon Legends Arceus is not that at all.
Okay.
You still kind of start out in a village, your starting village, although your character has been plucked from modern times and thrown back into, like, ancient Pokemon times.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Yes. So you're thrown back into a time where people and Pokemon are actually not so cool with each other. So people don't have the full understanding of Pokemon like they do in modern times, where your character is from. Pokemon are viewed as like scary beasts that are like out in the wild, and we have to like keep our town protected, and like it's kind of like there's like a barrier. But then there are some people that are like, well, actually, maybe we can kind of work with them, and the Pokeball technology is being developed and is starting to be used, and so you're plopped down into that time. And you join the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps, which are the people that go out and survey Pokemon, study them, learn about them, and such. It's not relevant that they're called the Galaxy Team. It's a little bit of a nod to the team in that region in the modern games.
I see, okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
So you're thrown into the Hisui region, which is actually the modern Sinnoh region.
Okay.
From generation, I don't know the numbers. Diamond and Pearl, though.
Okay.
Are the Pokemon games.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, you got all that, right? Yeah. And you agree, and you know that I'm 100% right. Okay. So anyway, so you're plopped back there, and you don't know why you're there, but the god of Pokemon is basically talking to you and kind of coaching you through. And so you start your Pokemon adventure, which involves not going around and fighting a bunch of other people that have Pokemon and have trained them up, because nobody's doing that really.
Right.
It involves going out and exploring the regions and finding Pokemon in their natural habitats and researching them by catching them and fighting them and stuff.
Right.
So it's more focused.
You can't divert too far from formula.
Well, no. Right. You gotta adhere to some things.
Yeah.
But the primary function of the game is go out and catch a whole shit ton of Pokemon.
Okay.
To learn more about them, and there, of course, is a storyline that you're playing through, but it's not anything like the games of yore.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, you play through. There are some bad guys that you stop, but it's not an organization like Team Rocket or anything.
Okay.
And the god of Pokemon is like the thing that you can meet at the end, and the legendary Pokemon that you can get. But there's some Pokemon in the region that are going like a little crazy, and you have to like kind of calm them down.
Okay.
And it's very much what the story should be in like ancient Pokemon times. So that's really cool. But it's pretty easy to get through and just kind of be done with. But the main function of just like going out and catching Pokemon is really where this game shines, because it's so much more fun.
Okay.
It is so much more fun. Because trainer battles are like a fucking drag in Pokemon titles, in my opinion. I'm sure that there are people, I'm sure I'm yucking somebody's yum,
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are people out there that are like, no, like fighting with Pokemon is the best, and I love it, and I love the strategy of that. The like strategy-minded folks, I'm sure eat that up. But for me, who's a little bit more of a casual player, I'm like, no, I just want to catch the cute Pokemon.
Right, that's all I want to do.
That's all I want to do.
Well, it sounds like it's the difference between like the play styles of like people who play D&D for the combat and people who play D&D for the role play. Like, I love combat in D&D, but my favorite parts is like going to a town and talking to the different people and figuring out like shit like that and how to move forward from there. Like, that's where my jam is, personally.
Exactly. Different strokes for different folks.
Absolutely. Neither is wrong or bad.
No. Absolutely not.
But I also see as like an avid Pokemon player of just kind of sitting there and being like, okay, like, but this is what I've been doing since I started playing these games. Could we get a little bit of a switch of how we handle some of this, please?
Yeah. Some of the other improvements are not how the story's being told, but how it's actually like how the mechanics work in the game. So let me talk about a bit about that, because it's so good. So traditional Pokemon game, you're strolling through the tall grass and you encounter a wild Pokemon, and it goes wee, and then you go into a battle mode, right? And like there's the other Pokemon, so you gotta throw yours out, and then you're fighting, and then if you want to try to catch it, you gotta like weaken it, and then you gotta try to throw a Pokeball at it, that whole thing, right? But if you don't even want to fuck with that Pokemon, then you have to go through the whole animation of entering the battle, throw your Pokemon out, and then you have to choose to run. And then there's a chance that you might not even get away. And it's a whole thing. What's great about Arceus is there is no battle that you have to enter, really.
Ooh, okay.
Unless you choose to. So you can stroll through the world, see a Pokemon, and go, I want to catch that guy, and throw a Pokeball at it. It can get caught or not.
Okay.
And then if you catch it, great. And if not, then it escapes from the Pokeball, it starts running away, or it attacks you, or like whatever. But there's no battle that you have to enter for it.
Ooh, okay.
Now you can throw out one of your Pokemon, and then a battle will be triggered, and you can try to fuck with it.
That's really interesting. Actually, that's really
so
really interesting.
Nice. It makes it so seamless.
Yeah,
is the thing. Plus, if it's like a weak Pokemon, it's really easy to catch. Therefore, and it makes it a lot more seamless.
Yeah.
Also, just getting in and out of battles super seamless because the game doesn't have to take you from wherever you are in the world and take you to the battle arena.
Right.
It actually places you in a battle mode right there in the world.
Oh, okay.
So it's not rendering you somewhere else. It's just like, cool, we're in a battle now, right where you're at. And you can actually move around the world still.
Okay.
And it corrals you. With
so it's like the old school RPG days where it's just kind of like you'd be walking along and all of a sudden, bam, and you cut to like a different scene and now you're in this like battle mode that you have to do a bunch of bullshit to get through and whatnot.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much more streamlined.
So much more streamlined.
I see.
You can also run away if you don't want to fuck with the Pokemon, and it doesn't say like you couldn't get away like in previous.
You're
titles.
just like, nah.
Exactly. No, exactly. You can be like, I'm not winning this, so like let's peace out.
Bye.
Exactly. And then you're right back again. It doesn't have to exit you out of like a battle arena. You're still just in the world, so the bars go away, and then that Pokemon might be mad at you, so it might try to chase you down. It might attack you, and
you just like walk out of the area pretty much, and then you're good to go.
But you can run, but it can chase you. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no boundary between the battles and the world at large. Is basically the idea of it, which just makes it feel so much more immersive.
I see.
Yeah. And that's what we've been waiting for, I think, as a consumer of all things Pokemon.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for a game that actually made us feel like a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Well, I think there's something there too about just like the kind of repetition of formula after a while. It's I'll link you to it at some point, but there's a great video that of the Game Grumps Aaron Hansen did on a short series on his own called Sequelitis, where he just like kind of took like a retrospective look of like some of the games that are like established, like these are the predecessors for video games and whatnot. And these are kind of what we always look back on in terms of the great moments and whatnot. And he did one where he talked about the Zelda series after Ocarina of Time, where he kind of talked about the fact that it's kind of like this is where the formula kind of got established for what Zelda became for a very, very long time. And considering when that Zelda game was made and sort of like the restraints of technology and graphics and whatnot at the time, that's not always a good thing moving forward to say like, no, this is how you make a Zelda game.
Right.
So I feel like Pokemon, it sounds like Pokemon may have fallen into that too. It's kind of like, no, this is how we make a Pokemon game and that's just how you make Pokemon.
Right.
Where it's like, it takes someone to kind of go like, yeah, but they're sick of doing that, so let's give them something different here.
Right. And it's not that those games aren't good or don't work. It's just a little tired, I think. But now that we've moved mainline Pokemon games from handheld consoles to the Nintendo Switch, and probably by extension any, like home consoles going forward, we do have all of that room and all of that technology to utilize. So that's really encouraging. I think Pokemon Legends Arceus puts Pokemon in a really good spot for future games.
Well, yeah. Well, and plus now there's no excuse because also the Switch is also a handheld console technically.
Right.
So it's like
also that
you have no excuse to limit people based on like it being it's a handheld game. It's like, okay, but I can play Breath of the Wild as a handheld game. So what's your excuse for holding us back now? Like
the one demerit that I will give Pokemon Legends Arceus is that it's kind of ugly.
Oh no, really?
Kind of ugly. It's just that the Switch is not strong enough to process everything that it's trying to do. So you can be like pretty far away from a Pokemon that has spawned that you can see.
Yeah.
But the frame rate of that Pokemon is not good. And so if it's got wings or something, then you see like it's not pretty.
That's not that's just I mean just
it's a little sad, but it doesn't. For me, I'm like, I can overlook that. I'm fine.
Graphics to me are like kind of lower on the list of like importance to a game.
Totally.
To a certain point though, because like my argument there is that it's like Breath of the Wild exists on the same console and that game is gorgeous.
That's
like,
also true. I hadn't thought about that.
That game is absolutely beautiful and doesn't have a lot of those issues. So I mean, like,
why.
it's
interesting. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Well, I mean, like Breath of the Wild definitely took a certain stylistic choice, and I'm sure like graphical limitations were involved in that because it's more like cell shady than it is just like straight up 3D animation and whatnot. But like, not to say anything against cell shading. Some of my favorite games are cell shaded games, but like, there's definitely an advantage to like graphical limitations on whatever you're playing on if you go that route. So I'm not saying they should have gone that way, but just like you could have figured out something to make it work a little bit. And once you notice that that's going on, it's like, come on, man, come on.
It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it was rushed a little bit. I don't know.
Or maybe it's. I would also imagine it's probably one of those things where it's like they pitched forward and we're just kind of like, we're gonna do something kind of different with this Pokemon game, and the company went, okay, fucking good luck with that, and maybe didn't give them as much resources as they needed.
Maybe that's.
My assumption with stuff like that is oftentimes not to go after the people who actually like made the game, and more than likely the distributors didn't have enough faith to give them the resources that they wanted for it, or the resources that they needed for it. And stuff
Give them the benefit of the doubt. I like that. Yeah.
More than likely, benefit it out to the actual artists and creators, not the distributor.
Well, right.
More than anything,
right. That's what I mean.
Gotcha.
So this is really encouraging though for future Pokemon games. I find, because recently, as in yesterday, there was a Pokemon Presents, and they talked about, here's all the updates coming to all of our existing games, and then the secret announcement at the very end of the Pokemon Presents was, here's the footage from the next mainline Pokemon game.
Nice.
And it's coming out later this year.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet have been confirmed for a late 2022 release, so I'm sure it's in time for the holidays.
Yeah.
But it's been confirmed that it is the very first open world Pokemon game.
Ooh.
With no barriers between nature and town.
That makes me think that maybe this one was sort of like the testing grounds a bit to be like, are people gonna like this? Like, so let's not put all of our eggs in the basket right now because we're also developing these other ones. And if we need to jump ship because everyone hated this.
I think there might be an element of that, but Pokemon Legends Arceus came out in literally January.
Right.
And at the end of February, they're announcing this game, and they have footage.
So they more likely been,
seems more like they overlapped. You know, I don't know how much testing as far as like audience reaction was going on for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think definitely like mechanic testing and like gameplay testing. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that definitely I think Pokemon Legends Arceus is walking so that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet can run.
Oh, for sure.
But as far as like people's reaction, I think they knew that they had really hit on something really great.
Fair enough.
When they started along with Arceus. So.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Only time will tell.
It's true.
But yeah, no, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet also look really, really exciting. Yeah, an open world Pokemon game sounds like the next logical step, and I'm so excited. So excited. But it looks like it's going to probably be that like same formula that is what we're accustomed to in a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
But we get more Pokemon and we get a brand new region, and that's always exciting. So,
and
Pokemon Sword and Shield was so good also, which was the first mainline game on the Switch. So
okay, I have a question for you, if you don't mind. If I don't throw a huge
no,
thing.
absolutely, please.
Because we've touched on it a little bit, and we've talked about it a little bit too when we did like the episodes of like on Breath of the Wild and the Zelda timeline and whatnot. And I've got it too with my stuff like Mass Effect and Halo and whatnot, of just like games that I constantly return to.
Yeah.
What is it for Pokemon for you that makes you go like every time, even if it's in the patches where it's like you've been like, this is a little rough, I've played this game before, but it's another Pokemon game, just like what keeps you going back to it? Like,
it's so interesting. Great question. I suppose for me, you're gonna laugh at what I say.
Sure.
But I think that the answer is that it is that formula, like familiar formula that I'm like, I can pick up any Pokemon game and like I know what's up.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
I get that because I could do that with
yeah.
Halo. Any Halo game I pick up, I'm just like,
Right.
Some mechanics are a little bit different, but I generally know what the fuck I'm doing with this. Yeah.
Sure. And things don't change dramatically too much game to game.
Right.
You know, if you pick up any Pokemon game since like generation 5 or 6 on, there's not major changes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably that familiarity. Plus, it just gets me right in the childhood.
Yeah, I get that too.
Like,
I understand that completely.
Like, I'm bummed in Arceus right now because, like, I can't get a Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my all-time favorite Pokemon. It's not in the game.
I do love Bulbasaur a lot.
Me too.
He's not in the game?
He's not in the game. Oh. Well, it just happens. It just happens. You roll those dice with Pokemon games. You know, sometimes your favorite Pokemon is not going to be in it, but it opens up.
That's true. That's true.
You know, avenues for other Pokemon that maybe you're not as familiar with or haven't been exposed to as much, for them to be in, and you can be like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I like this Pokemon too. Like, one of my other favorite Pokemon is Murkrow, who you probably don't know because it's later. I think that's Gen 2.
Nothing.
But it's just it's a little crow Pokemon. He's got a little tail and he's got a little hat. He's so darling.
Oh, I've seen him.
Okay,
I've seen him. I know the image. The image made. Yeah. He's very cute.
I gravitate super hard to the bird Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
If there's something I've always been able to understand for the attraction to Pokemon 2, it is definitely the aesthetic, like the look of Pokemon. The last time I lied a little bit. The last time I got into Pokemon was when the Detective Pikachu movie came out.
Oh my gosh, we don't have time to go into all of that. I went and saw
that movie was a fucking blast.
Oh, it was
such a good time, and
so
seeing
good.
the 3D CG renderings of all the Pokemon that I still knew was a fucking great time. So I get that like nostalgia, just like me sitting there just going like, it's a fucking Charizard on screen right now.
Exactly.
Like I get it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because like for the longest, the little 6-year-old, my inner child, has like desired so badly for like Pokemon to be real. So anything that gets us closer to that is like making my inner child happy.
Well, it's something that recently, I don't remember who it was, but somebody put it really well to me about like the nostalgia factor of that. It's like when nostalgia is used well in like games or movies or TV or books or anything like that, it's like seeing an old friend. It's that same feeling of going like, oh my god, it's you! Like, wow, really? You're here? Like that's the really cool thing. So I get it. It's like picking up a Pokemon game and going like, oh my god, it's that's here and that's here and that's here. I totally get that.
Yeah, absolutely. Same with like the movie. It's like it's so cool because like, especially if you know a lot of the Pokemon, then you know their like temperaments and you know how they're gonna be. It is kind of like old friends because you get to know them.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, so I'm super stoked for all of the great things that are happening for Pokemon. I have been since I was 6. So,
and I am very, very excited that you're excited.
All right, everybody, it is time for a very special Pokemon bonus round. Now, I know that you're not too familiar with Pokemon.
Nope.
So I have decreased the difficulty of this challenge for you a little bit. Okay. We're gonna play Who's That Pokemon? I am going to be showing you images of Pokemon. They're going to be from Gen 1 only.
You should rotate that a little bit. I can kind of see, sorry.
Well, we talked about this one. I picked this one first on purpose because I wanted to give you a little like easy one.
Fair enough, got you.
So this one was chosen on purpose, but the rest are completely random, so I don't even know what is going to show up.
Got you.
But I know all my Pokemon. So I just want to see if you can identify, properly name each Pokemon.
And are we going to have like something on the screen so the audience can see? We'll do that. Just making sure. So Garrett, you got to put some shit
the
up
audio listeners, I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. This is a purely visual bit. This is one to jump to YouTube and check out, though.
Maybe I'll just...
it's the bonus round. We've already talked about everything important, so...
That's true. Alrighty, so then, without further ado, we'll go through, like, just a number of these and see how you can do.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, here we go.
Excited.
This is your first Pokemon.
I mean, that's my boy, fucking Charmander.
Charmander, yes.
I love that guy.
Not Charizard.
Not Charizard.
Not
Clarified
Charizard.
that, thankfully.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, do you know this one?
Oh, I do know him. Fuck, what's his name? That's... I want to say... Oh, I'm stuck between two. No, that's... Is that Geodude?
That is not Geodude, but it is the Geodude line. He evolves from Geodude.
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay, so Geodude evolves into Graveler, evolves into Golem.
Oh, it's Golem. Okay.
Yeah, Golem. All right, so you are 1 for 2.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
1 for 2. Next Pokemon.
Oh God, fucking! It's again. I know it. I know it.
It's in there. It's rattling around your
It's
noggin.
right. It's fucking. I want to call him Shelly.
You're not.
I know.
Not far
I know.
off.
It's something close. It's
That'd be a
something
really
close.
cute nickname for this.
That
Pokemon.
would be great. It'd be Shell fucking not Shell fucking. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. PSA.
We'll get consent first. What's his Pokemon name? Come on.
Fuck. I have nothing again. Sheldorf.
You're so close. I'm giving it to you. It's Shelder.
Shelder. Fucking
Shelder.
A.
Yeah.
Shelder name just sounded so dorky. I was like, that can't be Shelder.
No, it's Shelder.
Oh,
you were
okay.
so close.
Okay.
All right. Who's this?
Oh, that's not. Trying to remember how the evolution works for this one, because I do remember this one. Zicko. This is from one of my favorite episodes from the anime.
I was just thinking about that
love
episode.
This,
It's
like,
such
little,
a good
I love this
episode.
like. Well, it's like 3 episodes back to back that are really, really good. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is Hunter.
Yes.
Okay, got that one.
All right. You are 2 for 4.
There we go.
You're at
Do you know what?
50%.
Okay.
Not bad. Okay. Who's this guy?
Oh, this is another one I have to remember how the evolution goes.
This one doesn't evolve.
This one doesn't evolve? Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong one. This is...
Well, actually, I should say, in Gen 2, there is a baby Pokemon that can evolve into him. But
Oh, this is... Yeah.
But
This is...
he himself does not evolve.
Okay, I'm trying to remember the other one and how that evolution works. I thought this one was, because I know those names. I'm trying to remember just...
Oh!
You know what I'm talking about
I
here?
know who you're talking about.
You know where I got mixed up?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for my guess, and is this Hitmonchan?
This is Hitmonchan.
That was Hitmonchan. That was
this is
it. Okay.
Hitmonchan. Yeah. You were thinking of the other fighting Pokemon.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Who I'm not going to name because it might come up.
Oh, great.
I don't know. This is random. Okay. Who's this?
Oh, I recognize this one. I have nothing. I got no idea.
Nothing.
On the name.
No
Nothing on the
idea.
name.
Not even...
This is one that I'd always see and just kind of be like, all right, like...
Can you tell me any fact about this Pokemon?
It's weird looking. It looks like one of those like weird fossil things that you used to dig up and shit.
It is a fossil Pokemon.
Oh my god.
You're right.
I forgot fossil is a type in Pokemon.
Well...
Kind of like... I have no idea.
This is Kabuto.
Kabuto, that's it.
I think you are... Hold on. You got Hitmonchan, so that was 3 for 5. But
Yeah.
now you're 3 for 6.
Yeah, now I'm 3 for 6. I'm half and half right now.
Okay. Who's this?
Oh, that's Ghastly. I know Ghastly.
We know Ghastly.
Here's the thing. I only know him again because of that anime episode where they end up on the playground.
In the tower.
And,
Yeah.
and Ghastly's somehow on a swing go, Ghastly, Ghastly.
or the really great episode on they're at like there's a place called Maiden's Peak and there was a Ghastly haunting the shrine of the maiden. You remember that episode?
No, I don't remember that one.
It's great, yeah.
Okay.
Ghastly was like haunting this like shrine and the villagers were saying the ghost of the shrine maiden or whatever.
Oh,
it was actually
a
Ghastly.
Ghastly. I like that. I like that.
Okay, so you are 4 for 7.
Okay.
We'll go until we decide not to.
Oh God, who? Oh, this is.
It's a really uninspired name for this.
Oh, it's Ninetales, right?
Yes!
That's it. That's
Yeah!
it.
All right, 5 for 8. Not bad. Oh, we had that one.
We've done this.
We did that.
Oh, Jinx.
Yes!
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right, you're doing pretty good.
It's just like, it feels terrible because half of these say their own name, so it's like to fuck them up
Well,
if I knew them. Like, it's a little...
All right, who's this little guy?
That's not who I thought it was. No. I don't know this one.
Not at all. Nothing. Yeah, make up a name for him. Give him a name. If you can't come up with what their actual name is, you have to give him one.
I like it actually. This is Plant Lad.
That's even better than his actual name.
What is his actual name?
Oddish.
Oddish. Oh, Oddish is cute though. I like that
Oddish
because
is
he's like a radish. Like a blueberry
He's like a
radish.
radish.
But yeah, that's what it is.
I've never understood. I've never made the connection.
I mean, he looks more like a blueberry to be fair,
He
but
does, like a blue radish.
yeah.
All right, I don't know what score you're at.
Oh, I know who you are, you motherfucker. It's kind of a weird name. And it's like, because this is a weird one because by looking at it, you couldn't tell, but this is like a water type, right?
It is a water type.
I do know it's a water
Yes.
type. It's fucking Captain Hypnotized. I don't remember, so I made up the name.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I always mess up the like evolutionary line.
Yeah, this one does have another
This
evolution.
one, like,
I know that one.
It has 3. So there's like a little. It's not Polytoad because that's involved in the line.
That's right.
But
yeah.
there's
Polywog?
No.
No?
That's an actual thing. Poliwhirl, which is this Pokemon. This is Poliwhirl. And then
okay.
it evolves into Poliwrath.
Oh, okay.
And then...
Oh, yeah, Polywog is like the bigger, just like mean-looking version of this. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
This
right.
Pokemon can also evolve into Politoad, which is like a frog Pokemon.
Yes, okay, yeah.
But that's Gen 2.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, who's this? This, I'm going to give you a little hint. This is an actual name of an actual animal that this guy is like based on. It's like just kind of lazy naming.
Oh, is this like when some of them were just like Plantmon and shit like that for a while? Like,
No.
is this... No, that's... The name I'm thinking is... I think that's one of the legendaries, so it's not that.
What are you thinking?
I was thinking Articuno.
No.
No, I didn't think so. This is the... Oh, wait. One of those things... Oh, is it just like called like Narwhal or some shit like that? Like... Is that like what it is?
No.
Oh. I thought because it had the little horn.
Yeah, no.
Alright, unicorn seal. I don't know.
This is Dugong.
What's real with...
That's like an actual name of a real animal.
A dugong is a real animal?
Yeah.
What's a dugong?
I think it's spelled differently, or maybe pronounced differently or
Okay,
something.
what is a dugong? Like in the real world? No, I mean the real world.
Kind of looks like that
Really? It's just like a weird looking seal thing?
yeah.
Wow.
This Pokemon evolves from Seal. Also, lazy naming. I know. Okay.
I know.
Guy?
I need
You should
to
know
know
this
you.
guy. You should know.
You're it's... I'm gonna fuck up the pronunciation because I don't remember if there's an L in it or not. It's either Scyther or Slyther.
It's Scyther.
Scyther, that's
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's it. Okay.
You're thinking of Slifer, the Sky Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I am. Fuck.
Mixing up your TCGs. Okay, who's this?
That's... No, that's not it. Am I thinking of the wrong one? No, that is... I know this one too because I fucking hated this one whenever I encountered it. This one sucks. This one's a bitch.
This was the first Pokemon card that I ever owned.
Really?
I literally remember opening the very first pack. I bought a booster pack
Yeah.
of Pokemon cards because I was so excited to have Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I opened it up and this was the very first Pokemon card I ever laid eyes on.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember I have that memory is like burned in my memory. I don't know why, but
I'm just going to take the guess because it's the only thing I got. Is it Bellsprout?
oh no, but you've named another
I know it's another Pokemon, yeah.
Well, you've named another plant Pokemon, like another grass Pokemon.
Yeah. Fuck.
This okay, give him a name though.
Oh, this is Flowey.
Flowey, not Flowey. This is Vileplume.
Vileplume. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do a few more. Oh, you should know this one. This is a great Pokemon.
Oh, I should. I feel like this is another one that is like an evolution from one that's kind of dumbly named. It's just like...
A little bit.
Its original is just like Pony or some stupid shit.
You're so close. Yes.
Oh God, I have no idea.
You got to give a made up name then.
It's got to get a name. This is the Pyrostang.
Pyrostang. That's a better.
It's not bad, right? It's not bad.
This is Rapidash.
Rapidash, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this isn't. Oh, what's the second one? Because the... No, wait. What is it? I'm trying to fucking remember how it goes. God damn it.
Are you working with 3 evolutions in this line or 2?
There's 3 in this one, right?
No.
No, there's only 2?
2.
So then this would be... Can only think of the one name, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't...
Say what you're thinking. Say the words.
It's something in here is Diglett. I know that much, but I don't think that this is Diglett.
Okay, you're right in that. Yeah.
Because the one was just the cute little one on its own is Diglett.
Yes.
But when it's 3, it's Triglett. I'm guessing based on your reaction, I fucking nailed it, right?
I'm done.
We're gonna need to give him a minute. We're gonna need to give him a second.
It's not Triglett.
Oh, really?
So much better.
Based on your reaction, I'm shocked. I can't believe I got that wrong.
Why didn't they name it Triglett? That's so much funnier. Oh, this is you're right on the TRI though. You've honed in on that. It's Doug Trio.
Doug Trio, damn it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I could do this all night.
I'll do this all night.
Okay, who's this?
Oh, that's not... I'm wrong. I have a name and it's wrong. I know it's fucking wrong. I don't remember what this one's called. Motherfucker. This is just the dick sucking lips fish.
No. Surprise.
I was wrong on that one. Nintendo didn't let that one fly.
No, it really didn't. No, it was real close, but right at the end.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is Goldine.
I see where I went wrong.
Let's see. Oh, this is a classic.
Oh,
Pokemon.
I know this. I love this one.
Integral to Ash's
Yes,
adventure.
this is. Fucking. It's like Lapis or Larpus or something
You're
like that.
So close. I'm giving it to you. It's Lapras.
Lapras. Okay, that was close.
You get that one.
I was there.
You totally get that one.
That's Eevee.
Classic.
Come on now.
Easy.
Oh, I know you. That's. Oh, god damn it. It's there. She's in the fucking show. She's at the.
Yes.
She's at the fucking Pokestop or whatever it's called, where you get healed and shit.
Pokecenter.
Pokecenter. That doesn't bode well. That doesn't say good things for me. I don't. Fucking crazy egg bitch.
Crazy egg bitch. That's Chansey.
Chansey. Good lord.
We're gonna keep doing this. Oh, this is a great Pokemon.
Oh, did I? I didn't say this one. No, I didn't.
Nope.
No, I didn't.
This has not been mentioned.
Nope.
This line kind of gets forgotten, I feel like, a little bit.
This is the flying water snake.
It is the flying water snake, but not the other flying water snake. The flying water dragon, I should say.
Yeah. I have no idea.
This is Dragonair.
Dragonair. Jesus Christ.
Let's do 3 more.
Okay, let's go with
three
that.
more, and then we'll be done. What's this?
This one I kind of remember. Is this Starry?
Oh, you're so close. I'm giving it to you.
Okay, what is it?
Staryu.
Staryu.
Got your vowels a little different.
That's it. Staryu.
Staryu. Oh, okay, we had
We
that.
did that one already.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, that's... I want to say that's Muck.
Oh, he evolves into Muck.
Oh, this is... I almost did the dumb joke on this one where if you say his name backwards.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's not that. And we would never do such immature humor on this show.
Never.
Never. This I don't know. All I'm thinking right now is looking at me. He's going, that's it. That's all I got.
You gotta give him a name.
Come.
I was hoping you were gonna say something cute like sludgy or something.
Nope.
That would be cute. That
would be cute.
This is Grimer.
Grimer. God damn it. Is this the last one?
No, one more. Last one.
Oh, this is Bellsprout.
That is
Hey, there we go.
Hey, you got the last one.
Ended on a positive note.
Excellent
Good.
work.
Woo.
Well, I don't know. I stopped keeping score. Maybe we can flash the score on screen.
Oh, I lost. There's no I
there
didn't
was
do
no
well.
winning or losing.
I didn't do well.
There was no winning or losing.
Then why were you keeping score?
I just wanted to see what your
You wanted to see how
was.
bad I was. That's
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for listening to our episode about Pokemon Legends Arceus. we want to know, what did you think of the game? Are you excited to see Pokemon games go in this new direction? Or do you want to get back to being the Pokemon champion? Let us know.
Also, if you have any ideas for future discussions on the show, or now anything you want to see us play on our streams that we do every week now, please let us know at 3VOpodcastteam@gmail.com. Give us your ideas and thoughts. You can also find us on pretty much everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all at 3VO Podcast. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. We're going to be working on the Patreon stuff again at some point in the future here, guys. We're rolling stuff out. We want to make more stuff for you, and we're very excited for what's coming up next for us.
Yep, and we'll see you next time. Bye.